Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Reg Talks with Raj, an insider view of regulatory. This episode host Mr. Shailesh Pandey. He is pretty much experienced with the 10 to 12 years in various fields like business, pharmaceutical, regulatory, and medical devices companies. So we're going to extract maximum information from his end regarding his co-op and internship experience back in India, and what was his business experience, and he spoke about mental health also. So if you have any questions, please put down in the comment box. For more information, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Reg Talks with Raj, an insider view of regulatory. Today I am having my dear friend Shailesh Pandey. Thank you, Shailesh. Thank you for being here. Despite of your busy schedule, you gave me some time to speak about this channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I know about you. Like you have been like it's been like 10 long years. You have experience back in India, and I know pretty much about you. So, but audience would like to know about your past experience, not before entering United States, what you have done and what was your experience back in India. So, audience would like to know.
Okay, I don't know how much audience would like to know that. So I'm Shailesh Pandey, and I have a bachelor's degree from India. I am basically from Mumbai, India, and I have done a B pharmacy. I completed my B pharmacy in 2014, but while I was doing my pharmacy, that is from 2010 to 14, I used to teach students. I mean, I used to go to small classes, private classes, and I used to give home tuition as well. And just a fun fact, one of my students is studying right now in Northeastern. She's doing her master's. Yeah, she's studying master's. So I think I'll meet her in next week. So yeah, after my B Farm, I've done a lot of things, lot of small businesses. I mean, I've always been an entrepreneur kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so after completing my B Pharmacy, I enrolled in M-Pharm
Mm-hmm.
from Nasim Monji College,
Mm-hmm.
and the M-Pharm was in drug development and regulatory affairs. So yeah, I mean, then I did an internship in McLeod's Pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. I learned a lot. I learned a lot over there, and I actually thank everyone in McLeod's and my college also who gave me that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
To be very frank, it was a stepping stone for me, and there I understood what regulatory is exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and I got curious to know more about that. And but I had some other plans as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my business. I told you that
You are pretty much interested
yeah,
into
I'm
entrepreneurship.
pretty much into business. So I started my business.
Mm-hmm.
I started my retail and wholesale shop in Mumbai itself.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't believe, I started in October, and I guess in the next month we faced the demonetization.
Oh my goodness. This was in like
2016.
2016.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it turned out to be pretty good for me
Mm-hmm.
because given that I was in medical business, so we were allowed to take up to certain amount of notes.
Okay.
And I think after that, GST was imposed.
This is the second big hurdle,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
So I mean, yeah, the journey was like this. So
There were a lot of ups and
it
downs.
was pretty harsh and pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
I had really very good experience. Some were bitter and some were good.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot about teamwork and work ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I learned. My business gave me a lot of learning,
Mm-hmm.
not only professional but some personal learnings as well.
Mm-hmm.
And my business actually helped me to mature a little bit. I won't say I'm very matured, but yeah, a little bit of maturity I gained from my business.
That's cool.
And after that, COVID came.
Third big hurdle, third big hurdle.
Yeah, but again, it was given that we were in medical, although we faced lot of logistical issues because
Okay.
actually that time was really very difficult, and we were facing a lot of issues in procurement and delivery and distribution of medicines.
Mm-hmm.
And that time was really, yeah, I mean, I cannot forget that. I could see people asking that if I have some contacts for oxygen cylinders and bed in hospitals.
Remdesivir, as well as I guess basically you are into pharmacy, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely they're gonna ask you about the
Yes,
medicine. So
yes.
this is one thing.
And I actually used to do a lot of social work back in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
So I had lot of contacts and lot of people who were knowing me. So that time I actually felt little bit helpless, because
Okay.
even if you were having contact, you were having money, but you wouldn't, I mean, we were not able to help everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a pretty challenging time for me.
Mhm.
Then after that, I decided to came here for my masters,
Mhm.
and it has a whole different story behind that. It's a completely different story. So we'll leave that there. And okay, then I came for my masters over here. And meanwhile, during the 6 years of my practicing pharmacy and doing my business, I sometimes I used to think, oh yeah, student life was really good. I wish if I could get one more time.
So basically, you missed your
Yeah,
student
yeah,
life
yeah,
and came
yeah,
over
yeah.
here.
Though, yeah, I mean, after going into the business and working,
Mhm.
you will realize that the student life is actually one of the best life.
The stress you face over there, the
Yeah,
hurdles you.
yeah. I mean, it is all due to the stress. And once you are into business, you have to face law. I mean, the stress is not only of work.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have to face some personal stress,
Mhm.
professional stress. Then you are worried about paying salary to your employees.
Okay.
You are worried about your business. You are worried about your marketing, your
Mhm.
sales, your management. You are worried about local regulatory authorities, because you
Okay.
have to be in compliance with the local laws as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that was it. I developed a lot of threshold over there.
Oh, in 360 degrees, you are surrounded by challenges, I
Yes,
guess.
yes, yes, yes. Lot of challenges.
Okay.
Then I came for my masters in 22,
Mhm.
and yeah, I actually love that.
In
I
2022
am
January or September?
22 Jan,
Okay.
and I'm loving my student journey.
Cool.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have different perseverance towards it,
Yeah.
but I am loving my student journey at Northeastern. And I mean, yeah, I would. There are a lot of people who are behind me to support me, and I mean, yeah, I have one of very close friend of mine, and
Mhm.
she's Zeba. I mean,
Okay.
and I mean, anyone who knows me,
Mhm.
they know her as well. She
Yeah.
has been a continuous support for me.
One of the
She
biggest
and my
support.
yeah, yeah, she was one of the biggest support for me, and
Mhm.
yeah, obviously my family as well.
Mhm.
And
So, Shailesh, moving on to the next question, you said what made you to navigate this regulatory field?
okay, so let us put this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I told you that I did my first internship in regulatory affairs
Mm-hmm.
back in India. So there I came to know that regulatory affairs was involved everywhere. I mean, they work cross-functional with each and every team. There were regulations in packaging, there were regulations in marketing,
Mm-hmm.
regulations in manufacturing, and regulations in submission. And the most important thing, you have to get a product approved
Okay,
to market.
exactly.
Yeah, and the approval was, I mean, regulatory affairs is involved with the approval of that thing, the
Mm-hmm.
product. So that was one of the most important aspects as well. I
Mm-hmm.
won't say it is the most important department in an industry,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll say it is one of the most important
Okay.
department in an industry, because if unless until R&D does not design a product,
Mm-hmm.
there is no regulatory department to get the approval. So
Exactly.
each and every department is important. But
Mm-hmm.
I thought that if I want to learn more deeply, I want to learn more about industry,
Mm-hmm.
and to get a complete, I mean, to get a complete knowledge, or you can say that to get a broader understanding that how the industry functions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I thought that I should be opting regulatory affairs for my masters
Mm-hmm.
here in US.
Okay.
And given that the masters in US is quite updated, and it's it covers it covers global aspects as well.
Yes.
So hence I chose this
Both
master's
in
course.
EU aspect
Yeah,
and
yeah, EU,
US,
FDA,
US
and
FDA.
other countries as well.
Exactly. So, and I know you have completed your co-op in a medical device company. Share a little about your journey in that 6 months. What you have learned and what was your experience with the US medical device company. So I know, like when you work with an Indian company, it's quite different, and working over here is also a different experience. So, what would you like to say about your US experience?
Okay, so my first internship was revolving around the pharmaceutical thing.
Hmm.
I worked on ANDA.
That's in back. That's back in India.
Yeah, back in India.
Hmm.
But my second internship was was around medical devices.
Mhm.
It was all about medical devices.
Mhm.
So I did not knew much about medical devices before my internship.
Mhm.
And I thought like, okay, it's not that interesting. I mean, because I'll tell you that regulatory affairs is a field or a study which you would not understand just by studying in academics.
Just going with the 510K pathway,
Yeah.
reading about that doesn't.
Yeah, so unless until
Mhm.
you work,
Okay.
you have and you gain experiential knowledge, you
Mhm.
won't be able to connect the dots.
Okay.
So I will say that definitely, if you have a little bit practical experience, or you will feel the subject is very dry unless until you start working on it.
Mhm.
So I was feeling the same about medical devices. Oh, like, I don't like medical devices, what is this? Because I had no experience.
Mhm.
But when I started my internship at Fresilon,
Mhm.
it's an amazing company,
Mhm.
amazing work culture. Uh, there I understood the concept, the basic concept and fundamentals of medical devices.
Okay.
Like, what is 510K, what is the importance, and what are de novos, what is PMA,
Mm.
and yeah, it was all what are the pre-sub meetings.
Okay.
We have studied about it in our
Yeah,
academics,
exactly. We just
but
go through academically
yeah.
through all
So
these
we have
topics.
studied all the. I mean, our college has covered all those aspects.
Mhm.
But when you get to work practically on those things,
Mhm.
then it's a totally different perspective.
Okay.
And yeah, obviously our college allow us to work on for
On
an
a,
internship,
yeah,
which is an
CPT.
yeah, it's an excellent thing. And one thing I was amazed with the medical devices fact that a small indication,
Mhm.
like we always see the what is the indication or product leaflet,
Yeah.
that indication is basically for what your product is used for.
Mhm.
So there is a lot of I mean, there is lot of meetings, a lot of meetings are involved, and lot of departments are involved to finalize those indication.
Mhm.
And those indication have a very deep impact on your business strategy.
Okay.
The indication actually sometimes decide the course of your submission. Those
Okay.
words actually sometimes tell you that your product will be class 2 or class 3.
Class. Okay.
And once your product is class 3, you will have to invest a lot, you have to wait a lot for the approval,
Mhm.
and you have to go for the PMA. And
Mhm.
if your product is class 2, then the submission time reduces, the investment reduces. So yeah, each and every aspect of product development is affected, and hence the business is affected
Mhm.
by the regulatory strategies. So that
Okay.
was quite cool and amazing at the same time, that how the regulatory strategy may decide the course of business.
Okay.
And
So
for the
that.
startups,
Mhm.
it's really very important, because
Okay.
startups always have
A little
like
amount of budget
yeah, I
and
mean, they have
time.
a budget for each and everything,
Mhm.
and we have to get the max out of those budget.
Yeah. It's
So yeah.
cool. And you said like it's a general question. It's going to be a general question. So, what was your how was your co-op hunt, and how many companies did you apply, and how did your interview process go through? So,
Yeah, I mean, that's a very genuine question, I must say. A lot of people always think about how to get the co-op and all.
Mhm.
So I actually applied for around 67, I did 60 70 applications.
Mhm.
And I must say that I was pretty lucky that I got my internship call only in 60 70 applications.
Okay.
But I'll say that you have to do at least 50 or 100 applications a day.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like you just need to apply for 50 to 100 companies in a day.
Yes, absolutely. You have to, because there is lot of
Oh.
competition, right?
Okay.
And given that there are people who have less experience, there are people who have more experience.
Mhm.
So competition is not only among the I mean, among the freshers.
Mhm.
There are also experienced people who are doing masters with you, so
Okay.
they will have an upper edge. But it is
Exactly.
not like that only experienced people get selected. I have
Mhm.
seen lot of my friends with completely fresher, they
Mhm.
got the co-op, and experienced people are, I mean, they are still looking for it.
So.
So yeah, I applied at 60 70 places, and luckily I got one in a very good company.
Mhm.
And one I mean, advice, you can say it as an advice or suggestion or as a point,
Mhm.
that our main motto to come to US and to do masters is to learn, right?
Yeah.
We all came here for learning.
Exactly.
So once we come here, we people start getting on campus job and all, and
Mhm.
they start earning.
Mhm.
So I think sometimes the importance, or sometimes your goal changes.
Okay.
So sometimes so I have seen I mean, I believe that your focus changes. People
Okay.
start thinking about money and doing more and more jobs
Okay.
than actually doing applications for co-op. See,
Like.
survival is something different.
Mhm.
Definitely, that is first. Unless
Mhm.
until you survive, you won't be able to do anything.
Okay.
You should do on-campus job. You should make money for your survival. You have to pay your rents. You have to
Mm.
pay your grocery bills and all. That is really very important. But I must say that once you make, I mean, certain amount of money,
Yeah.
you should start thinking about your co-op and internship as well. Just don't think about only on campus job,
Yeah. Exactly.
because the your main motto to come here in US is to learn,
Mhm.
and you will learn a lot in co-op and internship.
Mhm.
So I
That.
must say that, yeah, okay, don't change your focus.
Okay.
Do on campus job, that is really very important.
Yeah.
uh
Just to make your
yeah,
livelihood, like
yeah, I
just
mean, just
meet
to,
your bills
yeah,
and
just to
food expenses.
put bread on your table, it is really very important. But
Mhm.
after that, shift your focus to co-op and internship as well.
Mm. Rather than focusing on other ways like
Yeah, yeah, I see. I must say that US, for I mean, it's we have no, I mean, in India we used to stay with our parents, so there was
yeah.
continuously someone who used to supervise on us.
Mhm.
But over here you are completely free, so
Yeah.
sometimes you go rogue. I mean, that's a pretty harsh word. You
Mhm.
don't go rogue, but yeah, sometimes uh, your focus gets changed.
Yes.
You get
You kept
distracted a lot.
deviated and
Yeah, yeah.
distracted. Yeah.
See, I am not saying don't enjoy your life. Enjoy your
Mhm.
life. Life
Mhm.
is, you get life only one time to live. So do
Yes.
everything, but make sure that while you keep some of hours of your day for work as well.
Mhm. So, Shailesh, as you said, back in India, you have done business. So, right now in United States, you're on student visa. I mean, we are on student visa. So, is it possible to do any business on student visa, like related to your field or any kind of startup things? Can you please have a word on that?
Okay, so that's a pretty interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
And given that I have a business background, I actually tried looking for options, but
Over here in United
yeah, yeah,
States?
yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
given that we are on F1 visa,
Mm-hmm.
so there are a few restrictions on us.
Okay.
So I think, and it would not. It I think legally we are not allowed to do that. So I will not advise to directly go and start your business. But yeah, there are opportunities. For example, if you have some idea,
Mm-hmm.
you can pitch your ideas to the already ongoing projects in the colleges.
Okay.
So like lot of companies get their ideas from academic projects,
Mm-hmm.
and those academic projects turn into a big company.
Oh, like you mean a startup kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So if your idea is turned out to be good,
Mm-hmm.
then for example, let's take a research idea.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You have some innovative idea, you go and approach to the ongoing projects
Mm-hmm.
happening in our college,
Okay.
and if they like
Mm-hmm.
your idea, definitely they might include you in that project.
Mm-hmm.
And once that project is completely developed,
Okay.
uh, there might be two there might be two ways: either they start their own company or they sell that idea to someone else.
Yeah, some big
So if
company.
they start their own company, they'll get investors and they'll get investment, and they'll, I mean, you can be the start of the core foundation team as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are those options, and the other option is wait for your GC to come, and wait for your GC to come, and yeah, start your consultancy or anything.
I see, Sailesh, you have completed your co-op in med devices company, and right now you are into your final quarter, like in your capstone project.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So, with Northeastern, there is a flexibility that you can get an experiential project from a real-time project from different companies.
mm-hmm,
So, I
mm-hmm.
guess you're also working with a real-time project
Yes,
in
yes,
a
yes, yes.
company, a
Yeah, yeah.
big marquee company,
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
know. Uh, and what was your approach towards that company? So, how did you get into that real-time project? So, what motivated you to get into that?
So talking about the Capstone project,
Mm-hmm.
basically it's an experiential learning. You learn and you get experience at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very good approach towards getting your degree.
Okay.
Uh, so I will, first of all, I'll say that give equal importance to your capstone project as of you give to your internship and co-op. Although it is unpaid,
Okay.
but still you get to learn a lot.
Mhm.
Even if you don't get a co-op or internship, if you have done a capstone project in an industry,
Okay.
then it will give you some points to talk in the interview.
Mhm.
See, once you have a little practical experience,
Okay.
then while giving interview, you can say that you can always say that I worked on this project, I work for this company.
Mhm.
So there are two approaches. Either the college also provide the projects,
Yeah.
and college provides really sometimes they provide really nice projects.
Mhm.
And the other approach is you directly approach to the companies.
Okay.
So your approach should be the same as of you're applying for internship or co-op.
Mhm.
uh, Carry the same interest, I'll
Okay.
say that. Although it will not it will be unpaid, but
Mhm.
definitely you will be get paid later on.
Okay.
In the interview, definitely you will have an upper edge. If see, something is better than nothing.
Exactly.
So if
Yeah.
you have no experience,
Mhm.
but if you have a 3 months work experience of capstone, definitely you will have a little upper edge over the candidates who have no experience.
Okay.
So yeah, and how to approach to the companies? First point, I'll say that look around yourself.
Look around yourself.
Yeah, look around yourself. I mean, there are a lot of resources out there at
Okay.
your surrounding.
Mhm.
People might help you.
Okay.
And the second is, yeah, always approach to the people who are on LinkedIn, and you can always approach to them. You can approach to the HR of the different companies as well,
Okay.
because a lot of companies don't know what's actually Capstone project is.
Mhm.
So you can always explain them that it's a good opportunity for them to get a student of masters,
Okay, like a fresh mind
yeah,
with new
fresh
ideas
mind
and.
with a basic foundation
Mhm.
academic knowledge,
Okay.
and that too it will be unpaid.
Mhm.
So I think they should be fine with that thing.
Okay. So it's gonna be
Although
a
there
both
will there
benefit.
are some problems, like if you are working on the systems,
Mhm.
so you will know about their product. There
Yeah.
must be some privacy data breach issues,
Okay.
which they might think about, but
Mhm.
you can always sign an NDA with them.
Okay.
So I think that should not be a problem. Yeah,
Mhm.
but the main thing is you have to work towards it.
Yeah.
You have
The
to
best you need
keep
to
on
give from
applying.
your
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So at the end of the course, you should give your 100%.
Okay.
You should not regret about anything.
Mhm.
Once you give your 100%, even if you don't get it, that is fine.
Okay.
But I will say that give your 100%.
So the thing is, like, if you were not getting any co-op or internship, so the capstone is going to be one of the pretty much same
Yes, yes,
opportunity
absolutely.
to
See,
work towards a company for 3 long months.
yeah, see, you get different opportunities all the time. The course
Okay.
is designed in such a way.
Mhm.
If you don't get co-op, you can always go for capstone.
Yeah.
And also there is an experiential learning projects given by our
Action
college.
projects,
Yeah,
yeah,
action projects. Yeah,
exactly.
so you can work on
Mhm.
them, those as well.
Okay, those are
So
also like a real-time projects,
yes,
which
yes, 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 yes,
I know.
yes.
I have
Yeah.
seen. Even I registered for one
Mm.
particular company. So we worked on a business strategy, like how to market that product. So that's
Wow.
one
See,
thing.
now you have
Yeah,
something to talk.
exactly. And these are some pretty good projects. Like, even I'm going to enter into my capstone in the coming month, like in the month of April. So this will be a good guide to me to approach people, and through multiple platforms like a LinkedIn or Indeed. These are multiple platforms to approach them and ask them and to share my views about
Mhm.
that. So that's a pretty good, interesting stuff. Thank you about that. So as I know, back in India, you are experienced, and in United States, you have completed your co-op, and right now you are working with some company on experiential learning project. So with all these years of experience, do you feel anything like any area that you need to develop yourself in a
Oh,
professional way?
yeah.
That's my question.
Yes, 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 yes. Actually, yeah, that's a valid question.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say that I want to work on my communication.
Okay.
I want to make it more better.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that English is not our first language,
Mm-hmm.
and we face some issues,
Mm-hmm.
and people over here understand that.
Yeah.
They do understand that English is not our first language,
Mm-hmm.
so we have a benefit of doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, in when you are working in industry, you should communicate very well.
Mm-hmm.
And a person with good communication skill, I think they have a little bit edge
Okay.
on certain things. And sometimes what happens, even if you have knowledge,
Mm-hmm. When you
even if you
can't
have
express,
knowledge,
yeah.
if you can't express, if you cannot communicate it with
Mm-hmm.
others,
Mm-hmm.
it won't reflect.
Yeah.
So if there is a good opportunity, you know a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but suppose for example you know 100 things, and if you don't have a good communication, you only convey about 50 or 40% of things you
Mm-hmm.
know. then it's bad for you.
Mhm.
See, you have done so much hard work to learn those 100 points, and out of that you are only able to express 40 or 50 points.
Mhm.
So that hard work it is going in vain.
Yeah.
So I must say that we should work on our communication.
Okay.
And one more point, English is not a measure of your intelligence.
Mhm.
You do If you are not able to communicate well, that does not mean that you don't know, you don't know things.
Yeah.
We should not judge people on that, but
Mhm.
at the same time we should work on that.
Exactly.
We should work on that, and I actually want to work on that, because once you go in upper positions, like once you reach director or vice president level or suit level, you have to talk to investors, you have to talk to CEOs, you have to express your
Yeah.
ideas to investors. At that time you need to have a good communication skill.
Mm. You
So
just
for
need to.
example, if you are fumbling on the stage, like, okay guys, I want to tell you I am launching this product, will you
Mhm.
invest? No one is going to invest.
Invest. Yes.
Even
Exactly.
if we are launching an spacecraft or
Yeah.
Apple iPhone, no one will invest with that kind of communication. They'll
Mhm.
say that, okay, this guy has not confidence in his product, even if your
Mhm.
product is good.
Yeah.
So definitely you should work, and I will definitely work on my
Mhm.
communication skills.
And this is one of the question which was put in front of me during one of my interview. So I answered in a different way. So I just drawn my what were my drawbacks, and I said like this is one of my big drawback. So I just need to work on this, and this is the strategy I'm applying right now to overcome these problems. So I did like this was my answer for them. And one more question is being an international student, we travel 15,000 miles and different aspects of the world. So one thing everyone faces in the student phase there will be some ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So during this time your mental health is one of the thing that you get affected during this whole journey of 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
So would you like to have a word on that, and would you like to suggest some tips for every student who are going through down phase or up phases, whatever it may be?
See, I totally agree,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
So we always neglect about mental health.
Yeah.
So I'll take an example of my own life.
Okay.
So when I started my business, I worked for I worked for almost 15 to 16 hours a day without taking leave for continuous 3 years.
Oh.
And I was just in a rut of making money,
Mm-hmm.
and profit and loss are the part of business.
Yeah.
So you have to give your business time.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a time where I was facing huge losses,
Mm-hmm.
and I was not able to meet my friends and continuous non-stop work without holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So that thing put me into a very depressing situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking like, what I'm doing in my life, I'm doing nothing, I'm just stuck in this place, and nothing is coming productive out of it.
Yeah.
So with my experience, I will say that don't run behind anything.
Okay.
Work on the excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Work on developing your skills, and give time to yourself as well.
Okay.
Self time is really very important.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, don't work 7 days a week. At least give one day to yourself
Mm-hmm.
to recoup with things,
Mm-hmm. Boost of
to
yourself.
let your mind rest,
Mm-hmm.
explore the city,
Okay.
because everything is new. It's not our nation, so we
Yeah.
have to explore things.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yes, explore things, and give rest to your mind, give rest to your body,
Mm-hmm.
and it will definitely increase your productivity.
Yeah.
So my elders always used to tell me that you will get wear out. I mean, you'll exhaust, and you will come at a point, and you'll reach at a point that you won't want to, you wouldn't want to continue. And
Mm-hmm.
I actually did not listen to them at that time.
Okay.
I was like, no, I want to work, because I was having a lot of energy. Those were my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but now when I realize, I now when I think of it, I realize that it's not worth it to put your body through that much of
Mm-hmm.
harshness, because you will get things eventually what
Mm.
you aim for. You
Yeah.
should just work towards it, and work in a I mean, don't work blindly towards anything.
Okay.
Make Listen to your mind, listen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I must say that make a good friend circle. See,
Mm-hmm.
we all are international students, we don't have a family here.
Yeah.
So I'll say that your friends are family over here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So be very, I mean, your friend circle should be very nice.
Mhm.
You have 5 good friends, you will be the sixth good one.
Okay.
You have 5 bad friends, you will be the sixth bad person.
Okay.
And I must say that I'm blessed in that I really have a very good friend circle.
Mhm.
And yeah, sometimes if I don't feel myself, even if I feel little bit depressed, I
Mhm.
just go and meet them and we have a wonderful time.
Mhm. Just hang
So
out with them. That's
yeah, hang out with them, hang out with positive people,
Mhm.
hang out with people of similar interest,
Mhm.
or hang out with people
Mhm.
who are ahead in their career in your field, or or the matter of fact any other field,
Okay.
because they will share your experiences and positivity.
Mhm.
So learn from their mistakes, don't
Mhm.
repeat those mistakes. I know
Okay.
this sounds a little philosophical,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's the only truth.
Yeah.
I do not used to listen to my family and the elders, and now when I realize, okay, they were right.
Yeah. Just try to avoid that mistake which was done
Yeah,
previously.
yeah.
That
So
makes you to lean towards a good thing.
it is a human tendency that we don't listen to others.
Yeah.
There is a certain phase of life, like in your 20s is that phase. You
Mhm.
have a lot of energy
Mm.
and you feel like you are the king.
I can do
I
anything.
can do anything, but put a hold on to your horses.
Mhm.
Just go with the flow.
Okay. So mental health is one area that everyone need to work and just try to focus on your aspect and just give some particular time for yourself. Just don't stuck in a loop of box that makes you like feel stressed and put so much of pressure on your brain. So
Yeah.
yep, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
but one very important
Mhm.
point I forgot, and I think I should not say that given that I'm very fat. You should exercise regularly.
Workout, yeah.
Workout, yeah, yeah. See, even if you have no access to gym,
Mhm.
just walk 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Okay.
You will see that you will have a tremendous impact on your mind and body
Mhm.
by doing that workout.
Yeah.
So, see, if you have nothing to do, either upgrade your skill
Mhm.
or go for a walk.
Yeah.
You will feel definitely much relaxed and light after that.
Mhm.
And it's really, it. I mean, I was very fat
Mhm.
during my business days, but
Mhm.
no, after I've lost almost 50 pounds.
Oh my God. Mhm.
So now I understand what I was going through
Mhm.
and what is the importance of being fit. I mean, I have to still shed 50 more pounds,
Mhm.
but workout, yeah.
I know Boston weather is very cool, but though it may be snow or something, but you can take a walk outside of your street or something, not too far, but next to your street or down to your street. That will be cool, I guess. And thank you, Shailesh. Thank you for sharing your views about your business aspect and your masters, your internship, and about mental health. These are pretty good aspects. Like we touched, I guess we touched many aspects today. So thank you for giving your time, and thank you so much for
I must
being
thank you
here.
as well that
Yep.
at least you are taking this initiative, and I don't know how much this interview will help others,
Mhm.
but I am not some elite person or some VP or a big company, but whatever information I shared, even if it helps 10% of the people,
Definitely,
it
definitely, it's
will
gonna
be
touch
a
some
win-win
people.
situation for you,
Yeah.
and yeah, for me as well.
Mhm.
And thank you very much for actually taking time and to doing
Mhm.
all this, because one more thing, empty mind is devil's
Devil's
workshop.
workshop,
So
obviously.
you are keeping yourself busy. It's really good.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.